is Amon St. Brown, who just literally just
St.
tore up. Yeah, literally just tore up the Bucks defense. I was I was actually watching this game. I was hoping for the Bucks and their nice, retro Florida, cream throwbacks, which is not the original colors to the old Bucks creamsicles. So it's their creamsicle version of the, kind of modernized, unis, which I absolutely love. I think they need to go back and just wear these uniforms like all season long. It's actually better
But
than their new crap.
they play like this. Jay, they play like this on offense. I don't ever want to see those creamsicles again. As much as I love them, that was atrocious. St. Brown, he you know took a four wheeler, ran over all 11 players on the defense, backed it up, and then did it again. This was awful. This was a. I mean, it wasn't like Denver. It wasn't like Denver, Miami bad. But I mean, this was yeah. But St. Brown, he's a stud, absolute stud. Man, oh man, where do I start? This whole Lions offense. I mean, we can't hang. Yeah, like you were talking about Dallas, how they pulled out that squeaker against the Chargers. Well, Bucks have no business up against the big boys, the NFC. We can't hang with the Eagles. Can't hang with the Niners. Can't hang with the Lions.
Yeah, it's insane. I was hoping for the Bucks to actually come out and win a game because, and all in all, I think they had the better weapons, the better, they had the better offense going than than the Lions. And don't get me wrong with Lions, they got Amon and Sam Laporta, Sam Laporta Potty, who didn't
Porta
really didn't
potty.
do shit. So
You
I
might be
mean,
on the Ghost
overall,
in this.
and maybe he might be in the ghost in this and segment. I don't know, but stay tuned for that. But other than that, Amon actually had 34 fantasy points. That was out 91% of snaps. He had 15 targets, 12 receptions for 124 yards and a tutty. I mean, that was good for average of 10 yards per catch. But overall, I mean, Amon is actually the wide receiver 13 on the season, with 445 yards receiving. Actually, through week 6, he's actually seen 50 targets already, 50 targets through week 6, which is just plain insane. I mean, they got Jameson Williams kind of coming back, but he's averaging about eight targets per game. So and he's got he's got 3 touchdowns on this season already too. So I mean, his production is not bad for being a top 15 wide receiver. Um, I mean, if you got him on your lead, if you got him on your teams, you're happy with him. I mean, you know he's he's kind of like a not really a boomer bust, but he's kind of he was kind of injured this last weekend. So I mean, I was kind of surprised to actually see him do what he did this week against Tampa Bay. So I figured I thought it almost sounded like he was going to be out this week. So that's why I was like all over Tampa Bay maybe actually winning this game, but he ended up playing this week. Um,
But you forgot that they didn't account for Jameson Williams, who somehow guy has 6 NFL catches, 3 of them are touchdowns. I mean, this guy
I know, right?
talk about efficiency. I mean, he don't mess around. It's a 50% touchdown rate. I love it. But yeah,
It's
Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds is one of the most under. I talk about him every week on DFS. Like Josh Reynolds is one of the most underrated receivers in the league. Like Lions got studs. Khalif Raymond isn't even a terrible number 4. I mean they got receivers for days with the Lions, man. But this guy,
well,
yeah, he's playing like a top 15 receiver, definitely.
I mean, only if DJ Shark was with the Lions. I mean, they'd probably be better off, you know.
Right? Yeah, no kidding.
Uh, but yeah, it kind of highlights him on. I mean, he's a PPR guy. I mean, he hogs a lot of targets. I mean, with 50 odd targets through week 6 already. I mean, by another 4 weeks, I mean, he's probably going to average 100 and some odd targets. I mean, that's going to be through 8 weeks. No, 10 weeks. Yep, 10 weeks through the season. So that's gonna be almost 100 some odd targets. So I mean, he's on pace for. It looks like he could be on pace for maybe 130 targets overall. So I mean, this guy is gonna be he's gonna be a machine for the rest of the year. So I don't think you're gonna be trading off him anytime soon unless you're really hurting with with running backs. Maybe you get a 2-for-1 special for this guy, but, I mean, other than that, you're probably holding on to him.
Maybe you try to trade for this next guy, Mr. Travis Etienne. Ooh.